Alright, good morning, good morning. I am out a bit early today. I will be having my motorcycle skills test done today. And as you can see, I am using my landlord's bike. And I'm planning to use this for the test. The MV Agusta is a bit big because this is a smaller and a lighter bike. It will be easier to do all the tests with it. So about the test, if you're someone from overseas like me and you have a motorcycle license already, the only requirement, so one is you have to pass the knowledge test, the motorcycle knowledge test, in one of the service centers. It's a multiple choice question, so that's basically the theoretical aspect of it. It's mainly road rules. It's not that technical bike stuff. It's just more of a road rules. And then once you pass that test, you just needed to do a motorcycle skills test, and that's what I'm gonna do today. So once you pass that test, bago ako dun sa location ng horn niya. So yeah, once you pass that test, you will be able to be given the full motorcycle license. The test itself, meron siyang, I think, 4 parts. There are 4 maneuvers that you needed to do, and that's what I'm just going to practice today, this morning, before going to the test itself. It's all written up in their website. So one is like turning. So meron silang parang parameters na dapat hindi mo matamaan yung line and all that. And then second maneuver is it's a cone weave and then a U-turn. And then dun na naman meron na namang criteria, and may mga parang point system siya. If you're gonna let's say ibababa mo yung paa mo or matamaan mo yung linya, magra-rack up yung points mo, and then depending on the points, dun kayo base if pass ka or not. So that's what we're going to practice today. Yung third maneuver is like stopping, parang sudden braking, and then yung fourth would be obstacle avoidance. So I don't think I'll be able to practice yung third and fourth, but I'll try to practice yung first and second. I'm pretty confident that I can do it, but I just wanted to make sure para hindi mabulaga later on. So I'm gonna try and do all that now.
A few moments later.
Turns out yung one slot ng car dito sa car park is about 3 meters, and then yung dalawa is total of give or take 6 meters. And yun yung isang criteria for the U-turn. You have to be able to do a full U-turn sa 6 meters na distance without stepping on the line or putting your leg down. Okay, so let's do first the first maneuver, which is the left turn within the designated area. So I just marked the eto ayon with a chalk. Then let's try and see. So okay, that's all right. Next would be yung U-turn. So let's try and do the U-turn from this line here to there without I placed my leg down. Okay, we needed to practice a bit more. Okay, one more time. Okay, that's a tight corner.
When? Hindi nga!
Okay, yeah, that is a bit of a tight corner. I think the U-turn is a bit more challenging. I think it would be easier if you're using sort of like a dirt bike or something with a wider na turning angle on the steering wheel. Okay, so it's like a clutch brake play. I think the key point to this is using the rear brake. Yeah, using the rear brake instead of the front brake to do it. And then playing with the clutch. If it feels like the motorcycle is tipping down, then you need to release the clutch and put a bit more of a speed like that. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think this is not going to like really translate in the real world, because if you're going to do a U-turn anyway, pwede mo nang ibaba yung paa mo. But it's still a skill, you know. I think doing these tests is still reasonable and it's fun. I'm beginning to enjoy this. So the key is doing it a bit slow, making your body upright, tilt the bike, but your body remains upright to counter the weight of the bike so as not to fall down. So yeah, place your body on the opposite side of the bike to counter the weight. Yeah. And then just play with the clutch and the rear brake. Oh, it's nice. I think I learned a few things with this exercise. It's mainly being aware kung nasaan yung position mo on the bike. Okay, that's solved at least. Alright, I think we're all good. So I'm gonna go back now. Early lunch and then prepare for the exam. So yeah, hopefully they will allow me to do a recording of the test itself. And this is also a test for my new camera here. So for all my previous vlogs, I've been using the GoPro, but now I switched to the Action 5 So that's what I'm using right now. Hindi ko alam if the footage will look okay because I haven't really tested it and haven't tweaked on it yet. But yeah, hopefully this is a lot better picture. So hopefully it looks way better than my Hero 8. I think ang realization ko from doing that practice just now is ever since nung bata ako, when I started off with a bike, my sense of balance became spot on through practice, and then nung nagka first motorcycle ako, it was a dirt bike, and same thing, like whenever you turn, it's mostly, I would say, I always go to the opposite side of the bike to counteract the weight para hindi siya mahulog, and you'll still be able to like make that turn a lot quicker. Pero nung nag-shift ako into the sports bike, when executing a turn on a sports bike, you have to go with the bike. And it is the same concept with doing the slow turning. It's more of like riding a bike, a bicycle, or a dirt bike to make that turn. I think I lost all of that when I shifted to the sports bike riding style.
A few moments later.
Alright, so here we go. Pupunta nga tayo ngayon to take the motorcycle skills test. So in converting the overseas license to the New South Wales motorcycle license, kailangan mo mag-take ng multiple choice question, and you have to pass it, and then after that would be this motorcycle skills test. Once that's done, pwede mo nang makuha yung full license mo. So in a normal process, if wala ka pang license overseas and you wanted to ride a motorcycle here, first process is almost the same. So you need to take up the knowledge test, a multiple choice question, and then you have to undergo a course. I think it's a 2-day course. May parang seminar part siya, tapos meron din siyang, I think, skills test muna, and then pag natapos mo yon, mabibigyan ka ng learners. Yung learner's license, may mga konting restriction siya, pero pwede ka pa rin mag-drive on your own using a motorcycle. Kailangan mo lang i-attach yung learner's, yung L sa yung L plate mo. Now, I think you have to hold yung L plate mo for about a year before mo siya pwedeng i-convert into a P plate. And I think before ka makakuha ng P plate, meron pa ulit parang skills test na isa eh. And then after that, pwede mo nang makuha yung full license mo. So there is a process to it. Pagka magsa-start ka from scratch. Eto nga, I was able to borrow my landlord's bike. At least mas easier yung handling. Mas higher yung chances to do all the maneuvers without much problem. With our ride today, I am testing out this new Action 5 Pro from DJI. This is not sponsored. I bought it with my own money. It would have been nice if sponsored. It'll be like an honest review. I mean, I know that it is a lot better than my Hero 8. Kasi ang parang katapat nito is yung Hero 13. But tignan natin kung ano ang differences later on. So I have a really low standard kasi sa Hero 8 ko siya i-compare. And let's see how it goes. Grabe no, tong exhaust nitong Ninja niya na 300 is an aftermarket exhaust. Mas malakas pa yung tunog ng exhaust niya kaysa dun sa Brutale ko. Daming tao dito sa reserve ngayon ah. Oh yeah, kasi it's school holidays sa may mga bata. Alright, so we're here. Let me just...
A few moments later.
Alright, bloopers ang langya. Bloopers tayo pare. So, yung scheduled test pala would be tomorrow and not today. Sheesh! So I'm heading out home now. So it's supposed to be tomorrow and not today. I keep on checking the map because hindi ko naman memorize yung place. But I think it's still a nice ride. You get to have a feel of the bike. Uwi muna ako. Pagpatuloy na lang ulit natin to bukas. Alright. This is it. Punta na ako sa my testing area. Totoo na talaga to. I double checked the dates and it is today at 2:30 p.m. If siguro hindi ko yun mapapas with this bike, the option would be renting a bike with them. They actually have rent bikes which are really small bikes, mga 125 displacement bikes. Para siyang Grom, ganon, or yung Benelli 125. So that makes it easier for anyone to do all those cornering maneuvers. So I guess if ever man ma-fail ko yung test this time, maybe next time mag-rent na lang ako ng bike sa kanila. It costs about $70. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll be able to pass the test with this bike para hindi na ako gumastos pa for that. How's it looking from the camera? Mabilis ko lang tinignan yesterday. How was it? Parang may jello siya. Meron siyang jello effect, which is bad. Kasi never naman ako naka-experience ng jello dun sa GoPro. Alright, let's see. Alright, so I think I'm gonna have a bit of a difficulty here. Yung mga cones, from what I can see here, compared to dun sa site nila, yung cone's supposed to have sort of an offset to make it a bit easier, but it looks like in here it goes in a straight line, so that will make it a bit more difficult. See here, the cones are in line with each other. It's supposed to have like offset. It must be a mistake na yung malaking bike ang dala ko. See yung mga gamit nila, mga 125cc scooter, they are way easier na in terms of handling. Oh no, Well, I hope I'll pass this test. Otherwise, I will need to rent next time. Kinikita ko na! Anyway, we'll wait for the test.
A few moments later.
Alright, so the test is done. Couple of things. One, di sila pumayag to do a recording of the skills test. And then two, I ended up using one of their bikes. So the thing is, nung tinitignan ko yung course, it's actually a better idea to use their bikes, yung mga 125cc bikes. The handling is just so easy. So what ended up happening is there was this one guy nag-take na ng skills test a week ago, and he failed yung skills test because he used a big bike to do the skills test. And mahirap nga siya sa may cone weave, and also yung I think yung pinakamahirap doon would be yung U-turn. Yung U-turn is hard when you're using a big bike. So ang nangyari sa kanya is nag-hire siya ng bike as a plan, and then ended up nakahiram siya ng bike sa friend niya. So meron siyang hinire na bike, and meron din siyang dala na bike. Eh sabi niya mukhang hindi naman na niya ma-refund yung money for the bike hire, maski meron na siyang gagamitin na bike for the exam. Sabi niya you can just use it. So actually pinaplan ko initially na mag-rent na lang ng bike, and then narinig niya yung usapan namin with the instructor, and then sabi niya yun nga, meron siya, he's happy na ako na lang yung gumamit. So actually in-offer ko kung gusto niya, bayaran ko na lang sa kanya, ako na lang yung mag-refund nung bike hire fee niya. Pero sabi niya I don't mind, maski hindi na lang daw. So that turned out well, and now I got my certificate. What I just needed to do would be show up at the service, yun yung parang LTO nila, and then ipakita yung certificate, and then they will give me my full license, motorcycle license. So that's cool. Now we're just going for a quick fill ng gas, kasi niram ko nga naman tong bike at na-half ko na yung tank niya. Ako lang naman yung gumamit nito. So ipagas na natin. Ang tagal din, mga I was there at 1:30. Yeah, 1:45, and then natapos na ngayon lang 5. There's like 8 of us na nag-take ng skills test. 1 failed. I think that was 9 of us, and then 1 failed. Nakalimutan niyang gawin yung head checks and yung sudden stop, nag-fail din siya. And then yung cone weave, may natopple din siya na 1 cone. So nag-accumulate yung points niya, and then by the time na natapos niya yung third maneuver, sinabihan na siya na he failed the test, and then he has to retake it at another time. Alright, we're here. Oh, some got spilled on the tank. Alright, I think that's all good. Now let's head home before ako malobat. I also met a guy there, there's a testing area. Puti siya, and same din yung ginagawa niya, kino-convert niya yung license niya from overseas to the Australian motorcycle license. Well, puti siya pero kinuha niya yung license niya sa Bali, Indonesia. And then sabi niya 5 years na daw siyang nagdadrive sa Indonesia whenever he goes there. So he's not from there. He's just frequently there, visiting every year. Well, more than once a year pa nga yata eh. Pero yun nga, Sinabihan daw siya ng friends niya doon na mas madali kung makakuha na siya agad ng license niya overseas and then come here, convert it sa Australian motorcycle license. He also passed the test, and then he's also saying na parang ginagawa na, I think he's retired. Ang ginagawa niya is, I mean, one of his hobbies is yung kite surfing, and then tinawag nga niya ako on one of their activities if I'm interested. Sounds like fun and exciting, and would also be a good content. I think my next ride would be going to Central Coast para ipa-service yung MV Augusta, just for a complete general service. They'll try to scan codes kung meron, and then try to fix them. Hopefully wala nang ibang problema dun sa bike. And once that's done, then we're all good. We're golden. Oh, nabawasan agad yung fuel gauge ng isa. Alright, so it's just 5 minutes away from home. I think I'm gonna end my vlog here. So that was like 2 days in the making na vlog. So bloopers yung first day, but anyway, still able to get it, and that's done, so still positive. So I'll see you on the next.